Welcome back to my channel and to another design video. So I am working on Miss Lottie again today. Shock, surprise. So base tips are all in. Tips have then been applied. These are the gem stiletto tips, just with the end chopped off. And now I'm going in with Crystal Clear, the clear acrylic from Gems Nail Systems, to do my thin clear base. And the first colour I'm using in this design is Izzy. Izzy is from the Falling Leaves collection, and it's this beautiful sort of mossy green. It's beautiful, I love this colour. And I'm just painting this on the pinky. I've forgotten the name of my fingers. I'm just painting this on. It's going to be a full nail of this, but I use all the coloured acrylics as design powders only, and then I use the clear to build the strength. So just painting this on nice and thin, and then I will encapsulate in crystal clear afterwards. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the index finger. So still using Izzy, starting at the cuticle, little bead, tuck it around so I've got a nice neat cuticle line, and then literally just paint the product down nice and thin. And then I'm just going to leave these two nails and move on to the middle two. So Izzy is all applied. I'm going to leave this to set and we're going to move on to the middle two nails. So to start off with, I have got Valentina. This was one of the glitters from the Irresistible collection, which was one of the first glitter acrylic releases. It's a beautiful iridescent glitter. It catches the light and shows different colours. It's really pretty, and I'm just going to be doing this on one half of the nail on this ring finger and also on the middle finger, similar to how I would do a colour block, but I'm not worrying about it being a nice straight line. So I'm not doing sort of the capping and filing or cutting. I'm just using the brush to make it as straight as I possibly can, but you're never going to believe what I'm about to say. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want half of the nail on these two to be that Valentina glitter. So smallish beads, and then just using the very tip of the brush to nudge and push the glitter where I want it, filling in any gaps, pushing it over if it's sort of gone on to the other half of the nail where I don't want it, and then I can just use the whole side of my brush just to wipe down and neaten up that line so it is as straight as I can get it without doing all the faffing like I would do with a colour block. As you see, just pushing over a few little escapees. It's not a perfectly straight line, but it doesn't have to be for this design. Then on the other half of this nail, I'm going to use Fern. So Fern was from the Falling Leaves glitter acrylics. This is a beautiful sort of tinsely green, goes with Izzy, and I just thought it was really nice next to Valentina. And I'm applying it in exactly the same way as I did Valentina, but on the other half of the nail. So I'm not going to explain this, but what I do want to say while I just, apply this, I'm going to sort of apologise in advance because it is unlikely I'm going to have many, if any, Christmas designs on my channel this year. As you all know, lost Grandma in the summer, and so this is our first Christmas without her. Grandma has always spent Christmas here with us, and I'm just really struggling with it. I'm sure all of you know what I'm talking about. Sort of the first holiday or event after losing somebody is hard. I'm really struggling, and I haven't quite got my Christmas vibe going on in the same way as I normally do. And I got to the point where I thought, I can't force myself to do Christmas nails. I'm struggling enough with Christmas as it is. So If some happen, but I do apologise. Please don't expect any because they may not happen. I might try and do one for Christmas Day, but we'll see. So that's where I'm at with it right now. But let's get back to this design, and I'm going to add some of these gorgeous leaves. These are maple from the Autumn Leaves collections. I love the colours in this particular mix. I love the whole collection, but I thought this one worked with this design. Now, you've seen me apply leaves, chunky glitters numerous times, but for those of you that haven't seen my videos before, it's a wash of clear acrylic where I want to apply them, and then I have a wax pickup tool which I use to pick up those individual leaves and just place them into that wet acrylic. Once I've got them all where I want them, my trusty bit of plastic, wrap it round the nail and pinch it tight underneath, and then use my other hand or my finger to press it down and use my body heat to set that acrylic to hold those glitter leaves in place. One did escape, so I had to do a little bit of playing around manoeuvring with that. But I did that off camera, and I'm doing the same on this nail. So I wanted the leaves to be mainly on the Valentina side, but I didn't mind if they overlapped slightly because that was all part of the, the love of the design. So that clear acrylic is on. Now I'm picking up those leaves and placing them where I want them. This pickup tool is purely for picking up shapes when I'm applying them. Normally just in acrylic, occasionally I use it with gel as well. So there you see I've wrapped that plastic nice and tight underneath so it holds those leaves in place while the acrylic sets, and you can press down then with your other hand without touching any uncured product. Now this design is done. I need to encapsulate all of these nails in clear acrylic. I'm going to build up my strength, my structure, my apex. I'm going to make sure all that glitter is encapsulated so that when I come to file, I don't file any of it away. And then I will be filing them. So straighten up, sidewalls, free edge, refine the surface, ready to finish the design off. How was that for timing? So here's the freshly filed design. Going to give it a good old clean. I've already dusted them off, but we're going to go over with a little bit of cleanser just to get rid of any last little bits of dust, any oils or anything. And now on those two Izzy nails, I'm going to add some crystals because that's what this design needed. So I've got a selection of opals to match that iridescent Valentina glitter and a couple of different greens just to go with the design. So I'm just doing some at the cuticle, sort of in the corner, and just alternating between opals and greens and just going with it. I'm one of those that I don't always have a plan when I'm applying crystals. I just sort of see where it takes me. And then on the index finger I'm doing exactly the same but in the opposite corner. I find that more aesthetically pleasing. So here you can see just opal in the middle, then working it out. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I'm happy with the number of crystals I have applied. Sometimes I like to go back as I am now because I felt it needed a bit more. So never feel you have to do all of one nail and then move on. Sometimes if you need to, go back, add a few more, just see how it's looking when it's all come together. And once I've done the crystals on this nail, so again, I just want it to mirror what I've done on the pinky, I'm going to top coat these nails. So I have got Tina, good old Tina, from Gems Nail Systems, and I am going to top coat all of these nails. So we're going to see this green come back to life, but you're really going to appreciate the top coat on the middle two nails. We're going to get right up to those crystals, and I am going to get a little detailer brush. That is what I'm doing now, so that I can get that little bits of top coat into any nooks and crannies without actually going over top of the crystals themselves. There you can see I'm just getting in and around. We don't want to go on top of the crystals, but we just want to fill any gaps. This adds extra security, holding them in place. Now, here we go. Oh, look at that. I mean, that is just lush, isn't it? I do love top coating. You all know it's my favourite part. And here we go again. Oh! Anyways, once these are all top coated, gonna pop them in the lamp. Gonna give them a 60-second cure. Going in with my, look, detailer brush first. I was organised on this now. Anyway, sorry, I was saying. Gonna give them a 60-second cure. Then once they're out the lamp, they're done. Apart from if Lottie was a real Lottie, not a pretend hand Lottie, I would then go in with some cuticle oil once that top coat had cooled down. But she's not real, so I didn't bother. But here is the finished design. And this one, it's quite a simple design really. I felt like I used lots of things, but it's really simple and I loved how it turned out. And yeah, I always hope you enjoy my designs and my videos too. But that is it for this one. So please leave me any comments down below. Let me know what your Christmas plans are, or what you're up to, because I'd love to know, because I'm a nosy bugger. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've really enjoyed it, please share it for the world to see. If you are new to my channel, or even if you're not, but you haven't yet already, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of the madness. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Mwah.